Yeah, one of the things that was very important to Viking was that this boat be built to the same standard, using the same practices as all the rest of the boats in the company. And they, that started with the engineering. They basically went through and redesigned, the electrical systems, the mechanical systems. A lot of the equipment was, samey, but the Viking has a long track record of doing things a certain way that works really great. So we implemented those types of changes. I was telling Dale that we implemented a 24 volt electrical system instead of 12 volt, so it falls in line with the rest of the Viking equipment that they already use. We incorporated an ISO boost transformer into the boat, which as you know, helps stabilize the power and makes it a little more foolproof when you travel to places that don't have the cleanest power, which these boats often do travel to, foreign destinations. The power we have is the Cummins 6.7 liter 550. It's a really ideal horsepower to weight to size balance for this boat. There's bigger engines with more horsepower, but they're bigger and heavier, and you don't get any more bang for the buck. So these engines are really ideal for this application for this boat. And Cummins also has a really neat joystick system that's a sort of a simplification of some of the other joystick systems you've seen out there with hydraulics and all kinds of crazy stuff. This is uses a DC electric bow thruster, and it couples it with your clutch and throttles. Don't worry about anything else, and that's enough to get joystick functioning in a simple way. And it's great for docking for an inexperienced boat handler. Somebody who is maybe buying this and it's their first inboard boat. Maybe they've had a big center console, but they never really drove an inboard boat. That's a way for them to feel comfortable docking their own boat. The boat's maneuverable in its own right, but that's just one more feature that makes it easier for the customer.
What about the draft?
The draft is under 3 feet. The boat has fairly shallow propeller pockets, but it's just enough to help improve the shaft angle for efficiency, but also keep the draft under 3 feet. So cruising, the Bahamas or any of the inland waterways, it's really ideal. There's a lot of folks who can put this boat behind their house where they can't fit a big boat because of the draft. So it helps this boat a lot.
And what kind of numbers? What performance numbers?
So this boat cruises 30.5 knots and topped out at 34.5 knots. And we burn about 38 gallons an hour at cruise. So you got 10 plus hours at cruise.
What kind of fuel? What capacity?
425, 430. And so it's plenty of fuel for up in the Northeast for canyon fishing.
Yeah.
It's more than enough, and certainly more than enough for most of the day trips down here in Florida and all that.
Perfect. One more time on camera. What's your name? And
my name's John Leek. I'm the general manager of Viking Yachts Mullica division, where we produce the 37 Billfish, and also the 42s, the newly announced 44, 48s, and 52s.
perfect. Thank you.